What if I told you starting a YouTube channel and gaining hundreds of thousands of followers is really simple, but there's only one thing that's holding you back? In this video, I'm going to show you how I gained 100,000 subscribers in 1 year. I'm going to reveal that one thing holding you back, and I'm actually going to show you very simple ways that you can start building a following. So watch this entire video if you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to gain hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you want to make some more money. Hi, my name is Alston Godbolt with alstongodbolt.com. I create content to actually help you make money online and not just to put money into my own pocket. And if you want to be added to the globe, comment down below with your city, state, zip code, province, or country, and I'll get you pinned. Now, as I mentioned, starting a YouTube channel can be really difficult. In fact, 99% of the people that start a YouTube channel, they never make it past 5,000 subscribers. In this video, I'm actually going to reveal the number one thing that's holding you back. I'm going to reveal a very simple way that you can get more traffic, you can get more eyeballs. We're going to talk about why this works, and I'm going to show you a few examples. Let's go ahead and take a look at my computer, and I'm going to basically reveal just about everything. So let's first take a look at my channel. If I go over to my channel like this, you can see I have 130,000 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. But what I want to do is I want to show you the videos that are most popular. This video that has 1.1 million views, it's only a year old. This video that has 405,000 views, it's only a year old. This video has 379,000 views. Once again, it's only a year old. In fact, my most best performing videos are all less than a year old. And let's talk about what I did. Let's talk about how I did it and essentially how you can do it too. First, you have to pick a niche. That's an area that you're going to create content. It's one area. I say this all the time. We're multifaceted, multi-dimensional people. But for the purposes of YouTube, you have to solely focus on one area. The reason being is that people that come to YouTube that want to learn how to basket weave are not going to be the same people that come to YouTube that want to learn how to lose weight. So if you're creating content about weight loss and basket weaving, you're going to turn off a segment of your population or viewership. And if you do that, it's going to be a signal to YouTube that half your videos aren't very good. So in the very beginning, I recommend solely focusing on one aspect of your life. Ideally, you should have some background in it. You should have experience with it. It should be important to you. It should not be something that you're just starting out, something that you're learning about, because you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know what you don't know, you're going to make some mistakes. So step number one is essentially pick a niche that you are comfortable with, that you know a lot about. Step number two is you want to go out and learn about your target audience. You want to figure out who the major players are. You want to figure out the YouTube channels that have 100,000 to 500,000 subscribers and they're creating content consistently. For example, let's say we are in the baking niche. I'm going to type in a keyword that's really popular, like how to bake a cake, like this. How to bake a cake. What we're going to do is we're simply just going to right click, open up the cooking foodie. We're going to right click and open up Preppy Kitchen. We're going to open up and right click this one right here. They only have 29,000 subscribers, but that's fine. And so what we want to do is we want to take a look at the videos that have performed very well within the last 2 weeks. So if we look at this, their most viewed video probably within the last 2 weeks or so is going to be healthy oatmeal cookies. I'm going to take a note of that. In fact, what I encourage you to do is put these YouTube channels that you're finding in an Excel spreadsheet. Let me give you an example. So if we look, I have a series of channels that are within my niche. There are about 71. There are a few duplicates. So let's say there's about 65. What I like to do is I like to have the name of the channel on the left and then a link on the right so I can click and go directly to the channel. So what I recommend that you do is grab as many channels as possible and put it into an Excel spreadsheet. The next step, repeat it. Obviously, you are going to make a list. You're going to go over to videos once again, and you're going to take a look at the videos that have done very well within the last few weeks. If the content creator has not uploaded in months, skip that because for whatever reason, they're just not uploading. So I'd make a note, but I probably wouldn't come back to it because they're not uploading consistently enough. So step two, make a note of all of the different channels. Now, what's really interesting here is that he sometimes, because he's a larger creator, he can dip outside of our niche. Our niche is focused on baking and he's making, stuff that might be outside of it. I would make note, but I don't know that I would, stay and focus on it. So you can see here the strawberry pie recipe, 129,000 views. I would potentially write this down as a video to create later. So that's step 2. Step 3 is make the content. And what I really want you to do is I want you to make the content that this person is telling you to make. So for example, you're essentially going to watch this video. You could record yourself making it. I encourage you to record yourself making it. And then you are simply going to create a video with your results. Now there's a very particular way that I want you to create this video. You're going to open this up, and what I want you to do is I want you to download this image right here. If we look at my YouTube channel, the way that I did it was, if we look at most popular here, I used the thumbnail in every one of these videos. Now, before we continue any further, I should say only do this maybe twice a week where you're testing out other people's methods. The other video or two that you do, I want you to focus on creating unique original content that is keyword friendly or keyword focused, and one other type of video that we'll talk about in just a moment. But if we go back over here, you're going to watch this entire video. You're going to download this thumbnail right here because it thumbnail worked. And what we're going to do in order to download these thumbnails, you need 2 Chrome extensions. One's vidIQ and one is TubeBuddy. I'll put both links down in the description. They're affiliate links. I get like $2 if you decide to upgrade, but everything that you need is within the free versions, which is really cool. You don't need to upgrade in order to get this thumbnail. So you're going to download the thumbnail, and when it comes time to make the video, you're actually going to copy these video tags. You can see there's a little link right here. You press this and it automatically copies the tag. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create videos that show up next to this video. Okay, what we want to do is we want to show up down here. This is the up next, and these are really based on the algorithm. YouTube tries to recommend videos that are similar to this video right here. And if we have I tried it and we have a picture of the original thumbnail, you can also screenshot this if you wanted to, but for me it makes more sense and it's easier if I just grab this and then right click and click save image as. I save it right to my computer. And then when it comes to do the photo editing, I can just drag and drop it. I'll show you that in just a moment. But what you simply want to do, create I tried it videos. Only do it 2 times per week at most, because you don't want to only be known as someone that is reviewing or critical of someone else's work. You want to create your own content. Another great content idea that you can use to grow a channel is people that are lying to you. You want to call out the elephant in the room. This actually works out very, very well. In my instance, affiliate marketing gurus are lying to you. Passive income gurus are lying to you. If you are in the baking a cake niche, you could say pastry chefs are lying to you, or 5-star Michelin restaurant chefs are lying to you. That is going to attract the people because people don't want to feel like they're lied to. If you look at this thumbnail, it is a negative feeling, and people that have watched affiliate marketing gurus, or if they've watched pastry chef gurus, they might feel like something's missing. And 174,000 people saw this thumbnail and said, yeah, something's up here. This thumbnail creates a lot of mystery and intrigue because it's a little blurred out, and I've got an arrow here calling people liars. So if we look at this, you can clearly see that this worked again and again and again. The other thing that you can do is you can go out, and there are tons of trending topics and ideas out there. Let me show you how to do that real quick. So if we look at this one, this Shein affiliate program, Shein was trending at the time, and so that's why a lot of people gravitated to it. Find trending topics. You can go to trends.google.com and you can type in your niche. So you could type in something like baking, like this. And now we can see how the interest is changing over time, but more importantly, we can look at some other topics that people are talking about within our space. For example, baking eggs in an oven. What if we created a YouTube video teaching people how to bake eggs in an oven, or a blueberry muffin recipe, or baking chicken drumsticks, depending on your niche. And so what you can do is you can just type in a keyword that relates to your niche and simply go through here, powder, baking powder, vinegar, find a couple keywords, baking corn on the cob. That is something that a lot of people are interested in, and you might not have known that. So these are different content ideas. The other type of idea that I would recommend that you do is do stuff what's called at the bottom of the funnel. So find products or services that are related to your niche that are what's called at the bottom of the funnel, and create content about it. For example, if we run over to Amazon real quick, Amazon.com, and I type in stand mixer. Now again, we're assuming that we are in the baking niche. If we look at this right here, I'm simply just going to copy Hamilton Beach stand mixer word for word. I might also get the product number. Okay, it doesn't look like there is a product number. Anyway, we'll paste this in like this, and you can see that people are searching and typing Hamilton Beach electric stand mixer 4 quarts. Now look at this. 3.4 thousand views, 62 subscribers. If you download vidIQ or TubeBuddy, you'll be able to see these numbers, like the number of subscribers. If we look at this, 1.4 thousand views, 81,000 subscribers. You're going to create content talking about the product or service. The pros, the cons, the comparisons. Look at this, 700 views, 18 subscribers, 2-minute video. They're not even showing their face. The number one thing that's holding you back. 573 subscribers, 1.5 thousand views. This literally works for every single niche out there. I have done it for myself across multiple niches. So let me show you real quick how I make my thumbnails for my I Tried It video. If we bring this up, I gotta turn on one of my monitors. I use a software called Affinity Photo to make my thumbnail, okay? So here is an example of a thumbnail that I've created. What I would do is, and actually let me show you what this looks like. When I delete the contrast, boom, I look very different. But what I do is I will grab the image that we just downloaded, drag it over like, oh, that's not it. I thought that I grabbed that video. Let's go back over. Actually, we can just use the one that I just had. So what I do is I'll drag this over like this, and I always adjust it down to about 750, maybe 775, just like this. And then I put a title. Maybe I tried it like that. And then I always grab an image of myself. I think the number one thing that is standing in your way, preventing you from your success, it's you. You're not going to want to hear this, but you're the number one thing standing in your way from success. You don't want to be on camera. In order for me to gain all of the followers that I gained in that 1 year, 100,000. In fact, I was on camera. I showed up on camera. I looked you right in your eyes and I talked. Nobody cares what you look like. Nobody cares what you sound like. They just want to be helped. People just want to be helped. And if you can help people, they don't care. Now, this Affinity Photo software, I think it was like $50. One time. You can use Photoshop. If you are skilled in Photoshop, go ahead and do Photoshop. The one thing that I always try and do is I always try and increase the contrast, because for some reason, the contrast really gets people to click and watch. This video that I did this for has a 11% click-through rate right now. Here we go. We'll bring this over so that you can see that. Turn off these monitors, and I turn the contrast all the way up. Like that, and then we'll turn the brightness up just a little bit like this, and then I make sure that this contrast only affects me. And so you can see there, this for whatever reason gets people to click. The other thing I do for effects is I will do an outer glow. As you can see, I've got that checked. This is what it looks like when there's no outer glow. And you can change the color if you want. Some YouTubers do. I like the white outer glow, but some people will do green or red or whatever. But one thing that I encourage you to do is test some of this stuff out. What works for me might be a little bit different than what works for you, and that's fine. But I believe you have the basis and the foundation to get started. Make sure that you show up consistently. For example, when I uploaded this video, I was uploading like 4 or 5 times per week. And keep going, okay? One of the biggest issues is that it might not work right away. This I Tried It video is not the first I Tried It video. In fact, the first I Tried It video, if I scroll down, was, I can't find it, but as you can see, I've done all sorts of I Tried It videos, different types of people, different ages, old people, young people, people that live in Australia, people that live in Europe, people that live in the United States. The first I Tried It video was done for a guy named Spencer Meacham, and I think that video only got like 3,000 or 4,000 views. As you can see, oh, here it is. I Tried It. This video is 2 years old. It only got 8,000 views. At the time when I started the video, it didn't get a lot of views. If I had just quit at that point, I wouldn't have gotten to the point of making a video that generated 1.1 million views. So the number one thing that's holding you back from success is you. Not willing to show up on camera, not being consistent and persistent, and not continuously testing and trying things, okay? Just because one thing worked for a YouTuber a couple years ago doesn't mean it's still gonna work. And so I encourage encourage you to just keep trying, okay? Keep working. In this video right here that got 60,000 views, this is, I think, was my second or third video. And so in order to see if something works, you got to keep going. You got to keep testing. And an interesting note that I want to point out, which kind of makes me cackle a little bit. So hang on here. This is going to be a little bit of a rant. So if we scroll down here, we see that a lot of people are commenting that I am targeting women and targeting black women. Look at this one. So this man is literally trying to get views by tearing down a black woman. This guy is trying to diss women for attention. There were other ones on here that talked about how I was only doing this because she was a black woman. Now, that's the theory that some people went with. But if we look at my YouTube channel here and we look at the most popular videos here, this is a white male, this is a black male, this is a faceless account, this is a white male, this is a white male, this is a faceless account here, this is a white male, this is a white male, this is a black male, white female, black male, white female, let's see, this is a faceless account, white male, that's me. I tried my own method here. This actually is a white male and a white female, white male, white male, that's me again, white male, white male, white female, white male. He's actually from like New Zealand or something. Faceless account, that's me. Black male, white male, black female, white male, white male. So the question I have is, what other excuses do you have? If you believe that I only target a certain demographic, and you see here that white male, black male, black male, black male, black male. What other excuses? White male, black male. What other excuses do you have? What excuses do you have for me? Because there's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be a reason for something. And you can tell the people that will struggle to be successful because of the excuses that they give. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I highlighted that because it is really interesting to me. So that is how you can get started with YouTube. Always ignore the haters, okay? Ignore the people that have negative comments because it usually comes from a place of hurt and frustration and anger, okay? If you look at those YouTube accounts, they were not able to get where you are or where you want to be, or they're frustrated and annoyed because they aren't having the success. Now, what I want to do is I want to show you guys the video here that eventually got to 1.1 million views. It started off really slow. Look at this, 479 views the first day, 1,000 views, 3,000 views, and then on the 7th day, 20,000 views. So just keep uploading. And then I think this is day 28. It wound up getting up to 81,000 views. So keep uploading. These things won't just happen overnight. It takes time. It takes showing up consistently and persistently if you want to be successful. So if you want to grow a YouTube channel, watch this video. You might have to watch it a couple times. It's okay. I apologize for the rant. It just, it made me laugh. When someone doesn't have a valid argument, that's kind of where they go. So you guys have a great day and watch this video next because YouTube says it's going to help you grow your online business.